Hello, my name is Marla Benitez. I'm the third speaker for Chapter 3, and I will be discussing Steps 4 and 5 in the process for planning and preparing spoken and written messages. In Step 4, adapt the message to the audience's needs and concerns. Adapting your message to fit the specific needs of your audience is key in delivering a successful presentation. Adaptations include focusing on the audience's point of view and communicating ethically and responsibly. Focusing on the audience's point of view, ideas are more interesting and appealing if they are expressed from the audience's viewpoint. Developing a you attitude, as opposed to a me attitude, involves thinking in terms of the other person's interests and trying to see things from their point of view. To cultivate a you attitude, consider the following 5 questions. Does the message address the receiver's major needs and concerns? Will the receiver perceive the ideas to be fair, logical, and ethical? And does the message promote positive business relationships even when the message is negative? Are ideas stated tactfully and positively and in a manner that preserves the receiver's self-worth and cultivates future business? And finally, does the message reflect the high standards of a business professional, which include accurate and appealing document design, quality printing, and the absence of misspelling and grammatical errors? Addressing these questions prior to starting your presentation will let the audience know that you understand them and that their point of view mattered to you as you crafted your message. Communicate ethically and responsibly. The familiar directive, with power comes responsibility, applies to your use of communication skills. Because business communication often affects the lives of many, you must accept responsibility for using it to uphold your own personal values and your company's standards of ethical conduct. Before speaking or writing, make sure the information stated is truthful, honest, and fair. Are the ideas expressed clearly and understandably? Is your viewpoint supported with objective facts? Are ideas stated with tact and consideration that preserves the receiver's self-worth? Are graphics carefully designed to avoid distorting facts and relationships? And how truthful, honest, and fair is the information being presented? It is possible to be an effective communicator and yet not an ethical communicator. A common term used in political and corporate circles about communication that always attempts to put the candidate or corporation in the best light is spin. But if spin means hiding the truth, then it is not an ethical practice. In Step 5, organizing the message, you have identified the specific ways you must adapt your message to your particular audience, and you are now ready to organize your message. In a discussion of communication, the word organize means the act of dividing a topic into parts and arranging them in an appropriate sequence. Writing is much easier if questions about the organization of the message are answered first. What is the purpose of the message? What is the receiver's likely reaction? And should the message begin with the main point? Once these decisions have been made, you are now free to concentrate on expressing ideas effectively. Outline to benefit the sender and the audience. When a topic is divided into parts, some parts will be recognized as central ideas and others as minor ideas. The process for identifying these ideas and arranging them in the right sequence is known as outlining. Outlining before communicating complex messages provides numerous benefits. It encourages accuracy and brevity. It permits concentration on one phase at a time. It saves time in structuring ideas. It provides a psychological lift, and it facilitates emphasis and de-emphasis. Starting to create your presentation in PowerPoint before you have your key points and logical flow worked out is like a movie director hiring actors and starting to film before he has a script in hand. And the sequence ideas to achieve desired goals. When planning your communication, you should strive for an outline that will serve you in much the same way a blueprint serves a builder or an itinerary serves a traveler. Organizing your message first will ensure that your ideas are presented clearly and logically and that all vital components are included. To facilitate your determining an appropriate sequence for your business or presentation, follow these 3 steps. What is the central idea of your message? Think about the reason you are writing or speaking. What is the most likely audience reaction to your message? Ask yourself, if I were the one receiving the message, what would my reaction be? And finally, in view of the predicted audience reaction, should the central idea be listed first in the outline, or should it be listed as one of the last items? When a message begins with a major idea, the sequence of ideas is called deductive. When a message withholds a major idea until accompanying details and explanations have been presented, this sequence is called inductive. Consider the audience and determine whether to use the inductive or deductive sequence. If an audience might be antagonized by the main idea in a deductive message, lead up to the main idea by making it an inductive message. And this concludes my portion of the Chapter 3 presentation. Thank you for your time.